can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
The Robert Scott Bell Show.
Hey, RSB 180, and I am officially cool now, at least while I'm wearing the shirt that you may be seeing here. I went to the store to get a computer fixed, and there was a young guy, probably in his 20s, looks at me and says, "That shirt is dope."
You got to put the camera down a little bit so we can see.
Well, here, I'll just do this. Can you see that?
I can see High Times.
Yeah. Cannabis Cup?
Cannabis Cup, yes, absolutely.
So who knew that all it took was the right T-shirt and I would no longer be a nerd?
Yeah, he said your shirt was dope.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't even know what that means, except some people call cannabis dope, I guess. But anyway, I wasn't cool like you.
That shirt is dope, man.
There you go. That's exactly what happened today. Anyway, great show, Outside the Box Wednesday. We had some a bonus surprise guest as Ty was at Dr. Batar's office, and Dr. Batar chimed in at the end there. But even more interesting was Chris Walsh, this professional golfer who had a melanoma, skin cancer, because he listened to doctors that told him to put on sunscreen because he's a golfer and he'll be in the sun. And, of course, he got cancer. And Dr. Batar's telling him, don't do the sunscreen, get out and get some vitamin D from the sun. And he's well, you know, a couple of years later. So that was a great, great story. Of course, Ty is traveling the country right now working on his Truth About Cancer series, which is going to be awesome. So we'll be doing that.
He's a busy man. He's almost as busy as you. Almost. He hasn't quite gotten there yet.
Well, he's not doing a radio show 7 days a week, at least for the next week. In fact, what I'm thinking of doing, don't tell Richard this. You know, Richard Pearl has got Pearls of Health on Saturdays in South Florida. Maybe we can massage one of our weekday shows hour into something that his station can pick up on, so we won't have to actually show up.
No, that's creative thinking. I think we could probably pull that off. Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about that after the RSB 180. What else? We had Liam Sheff back. It's been a while since we had Liam on, and it was great. Very philosophical. We talked about the 30-year birthday. You know, whose birthday is it, or what's birthday is it? This is the press conference. HHS Secretary Heckler and Bob Gallo announcing that they had found the probable cause of AIDS.
Yes.
Never proven since. And, of course, the test that they used to detect what was then HTLV3, which was preceded by 1 and 2, and then became eventually HIV. Before it was that, it was LAV. It was also called GRID, gay-related immune deficiency, GRID.
So how many names has this thing had?
A lot of names. And yet they still rely on a non-specific cross-reactive antibody test to determine whether somebody's going to die of a retrovirus never caught in the act of doing anything. So it's still going on 30 years later. But it turned out a lot of people in this survey that we reviewed online today aren't believing the official story. Whether they've read Liam's book or not, common sense is starting to bubble to the surface. Case in point, if you see specifically a family member or your friend's family member impacted after a vaccine into autism or even dying from it, it's very hard to unsee that, to unknow that. So all of the PhDs on planet Earth can stomp and scream and yell along with the MDs like Paul Offit, and they're still not going to convince you or me of the goodness of vaccines.
It's kind of like Miley Cyrus twerking. I've been trying to unsee that for months, and it just hasn't worked.
You can't unsee that. No, it's true. You can't unsee that. So what else we had? A great testimonial from Down Under, Mark Horvat from Australia. We've had to record that because you know, it's hard to connect. He's in the middle of the night when we're on, and he was dealing with heart issues, and he's been on Carnivora and has a tremendous story to tell. Go ahead and listen. It's about 3-4 minutes long, embedded into the show today. You go to robertscottbell.com if you're not familiar with the show, or you can go to gcnlive.com. That's our syndicator Genesis, or Natural News Radio. By the next day, it's usually posted for you to download for free, the MP3 of the show, and spread the good healing word around planet Earth.
All right. Well, and speaking of free, and speaking of Carnivora, I've been teasing this for a long time, and I've been bugging you about this for a long time, and it's gonna happen before the end of this week. If you have not had an opportunity to try this and you want to check it out, I am going to give away a bottle of Carnivora for free before the week is over. I promise you. So stay tuned. Don't know how. Don't know how. You're going to have to do something. You're going to have to do a dance or sing a song or something.
Maybe we should tell people that they have to subscribe to the RSB Media channel, and then get it by video.
Yeah,
Everybody on their
we got to make it a little bit harder than that. You got to work for it. Carnivore is no small thing. And also, before we're done here, let's talk about Herb Day Online.
Sure.
Coming up at the end of the month, and I'm going to put up here a screenshot of the website. This is a really cool event celebrating and honoring and informing people about the use of herbs and herbal things in your lifestyle. And this is being it's going to be free. It's going to be through Google Hangout, which was what we're using right now. And the people that are going to be there, awesome. Robert Scott Bell's going to be there. Ty Bollinger is going to be there. Charles Vest is going to be there. Christopher Hussey from HempMeds PX is going to be there. John Hicks is going to be there.
Dr. Hicks.
And I think there's Dean, the guy that was on the panel with you over at the convention. I can't remember his last name.
And also Brandon Vera, I think is
Brandon Vera. How could I forget Brandon Vera? Oh man.
So much for your crush. He's gonna dump you.
The honeymoon phase is over. No, Brandon's awesome. Brandon's awesome. So mark your calendars. Coming up, it's going to go over a period of a few days, but mark your calendars for this because it's going to be free, and you're going to learn a whole lot of information there. So we'll talk more about it as we get closer.
Very good. So everybody check it out online. We'll have the links up in the show notes coming days and weeks. And we got Autism 1 coming up. We've got the Asheville, North Carolina event, July 18th through 20th. We've got another Chicago event, 2 Chicago events, Autism 1, and then in June, like the 9th or something, we're going to be on the Navy Pier with mycompassion.org. And really talking.
Great organization.
Yeah, CBD and other things. We'll have Unlock the Power to Heal. The books will be up there for you, and looking forward to that. So, all right, another Google Hangout. Hopefully this was working better. Each time we'll try it out, and I'm going to go back wearing my cannabis shirt. Right?
Dope.
And I'm going to be dope.
That shirt is the bomb.
The bomb. It's
Just don't say that when you're on a plane. Okay.
And you got one too, so we all got to wear it at the same time.
All right, we'll do it.
All right.